And with us now is Dennis Rodman and his longtime agent, Darren Prince. Darren has just written a new book. It's called Aiming High, How a Prominent Sports and Celebrity Agent Hit Bottom at the Top. It talks about his battles with addiction, how he's overcome them, and some juicy stories from some of the biggest names in the history of sports, including this guy right here. Welcome to you both. Thanks for being here. Congrats on the new book, Darren. And I thought it was really interesting. It opens with this story of you being in a room with Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali, two of the great boxers of all time. And at that moment, you needed to go for a pill because you couldn't be present in that moment. Talk to us about that and sort of what that says about your bigger story.
Well, thanks for having both of us. Without a doubt, the pinnacle of my career was being a part of getting Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier to make peace. My dear friend Harlan Warner represented Muhammad for years. I was working with Joe for probably 16 years before he passed away, and the hatred that the world saw was the truth, and we had to kind of work on both of them behind the scenes to get this to happen. And when the moment finally arrived, I was broken. I was high on opiates. I did not feel worthy of being in the room with those two kings at that time, and I couldn't be present for it. I couldn't be part of that greatness, that historic encounter of watching them embrace and hug and cry and apologize. And as much as I had love and respect to and from both of them, I just never fit in. But it wasn't just with athletes and celebrities. That was me in life from the time I was a young kid. Even with all the exterior success where the world thought I had it all, I had a lot of anxiety, insecurities, brokenness, and I always needed opiates. That was my drug of choice to fit in.
Well, in this book, you talk about how you can never be in the moment and be happy. And so, you know, you surround yourself with a lot of your clients, including this guy right here.
Let's go.
We're going there. It's talking about addiction. Both of you were addicts, and you deal with it, both addicts. And, you know, Dennis, you were like his Achilles heel.
Well, you know, it's amazing that I'm very fortunate to have a guy like this in my life. Aiming high is a good point. You know, I've been aiming high all my life. And once you become addicted to some drug, especially alcohol for me, it's amazing how I turned to this guy. You know, I don't have a mother or father to turn to, and he taught me a lot of things around the world. A lot of things, and guess what? We fight a lot. You know, they brothers, whatever. Guess what? I call him on my flip phone. My brother all the time. At night at 2 o'clock in the morning, I said, "Can you help me?" And he said, "You know, man, it'll be okay." And I mean that. Can you help me? And I need help sometimes.
But he would help you to his own detriment.
Pretty much.
Darren, you had addiction. You would be dealing with this guy over here on the road, him firing you, you know, for 20 some odd years, this highs and lows, but never taking care of yourself. And that was the crux of this book, how you took care of everyone else, but you couldn't deal with yourself.
Exactly. Yep, 100%. Until I hit my bottom on July 2nd of 2008. That's when my life turned around.
So unfortunately, there are so many people out there that are dealing with addiction. What's your advice to them? What can they take away from this book?
From Aiming High, that there is hope in recovery. You can take your bottom and make it your beginning. You can take your darkest of hours and the brightest of lights can come through from it. You know, it's just, there's a fellowship out there. There's people out there that can show you the softer, easier way to this amazing life.
How did you know it was your bottom? How did you know this is it?
It gets emotional when I tell this, but I hit my knees with the last of my opiates on July 2nd.
You know, he hit his bottom. He hit his bottom. He did one day. He said, "Dude, you got to go to Turning Point."
That was another one.
And he realized the fact that he had a problem because he thought I needed help, but he needed help.
Yep.
And he just turned it right around, man.
When I got sober finally on July 2nd and I hit my knees and God rose into my feet, that's what I believe in, and I flushed the last of my opiates, I went to a 12-step meeting, and these people, not Dennis Rodman, not Hulk Hogan, not Magic Johnson, made me feel worthy for the first time in my life. They showed me how to love myself before I can start loving myself.
Right.
And I called him a couple weeks after I got sober, and he cried like a baby because he knew that it was bad. He didn't know that it was that bad. And I was like, "Bro, I love you. I need a little breather for a couple months to work on myself," and it's in the book. He's like,
well, it's interesting. You say, you know, you needed a breather, and you've been sober for 10 years. And how's your health, Dennis?
I'm trying to.
You trying?
I'm fighting every day. I'm fighting every day, and that's why we're together now. And he always asks me, "Hey, dude, are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fighting it." So it's day by day.
It's doing amazing.
Day by day.
And you guys stuck by each other.
That's what I'm saying. Day by day. I'm saying, you know.
And you've been on some interesting journeys together. And since we have you, we
No.
have to
Don't ask me. Don't ask me.
No, I mean, have you talked
Don't ask me.
about North Korea, or are you going to be the UN ambassador, or what's the deal with all that?
I would love to be the UN ambassador. I would love to be the UN ambassador. I'd be a cool ass guy.
Yeah.
I had to make things work, right?
Yeah.
And that's amazing, though. I want to ask this girl one thing. That's right.
Wait, what are you asking me?
So I got this burner.
This
phone.
is like a burner phone. I said, are you a spy?
No,
You come in, I'm like, are you a spy? Darren, are you
We think that phone. We think that phone is from North Korea.
I don't use it.
I'm gonna use an iPhone, but it's amazing, man. We're at a Dodger Stadium, man. The last time they won a championship, Kirk Gibson, 30 years ago, right here. Wow.
Yeah.
You feel good?
30 years. Do you think it's going to happen here for the Dodgers, guys?
This is the year.
This is the year, right? Oh my God, Dodger Blue.
Yeah, and your guy Magic, who wrote the foreword to this book, owns the Dodgers and now doing the Lakers stuff with LeBron. It's amazing.
Amazing. He's doing unbelievable.
Yeah.
Don't forget NNTickets.com.
Oh yeah, there you go. You got your plug in there.
I got the plug right there.
You know what?
Wouldn't be Dennis Rodman without a plug.
NNTickets.com, baby.
Hey,
Right?
and his agent's all for it because he gets 10%.
Yeah.
Oh,
The book.
20%.
20%.
Get it right.
Book
We're
getting
right.
it
is Aiming High. Congratulations.
baby.
Good to see
Guys,
you.
back to Aiming
Congratulations.
High.
Thank you so
Stop
much.
now. Aw.
Great interview, guys. Thanks so much.
All right, guys,
Appreciate it.